I would really just say that I have really gone through it myself with, I had some really hard pregnancies. I mean, I know people who've had even harder than me with what I went through, but I had an unplanned cesarean that I planned a home birth, and I had a C-section that I wasn't planning on. I had lip and tongue-tied babies. I really had gone out of my mind with the stress of, trying to, all these things I expected that I thought would, how I thought it would go, and it went all the ways that I didn't think it would go. And just all, the way our body really holds onto that tension and that pain and that, feeling like you're not enough, and how that translates into, how we hold ourselves, but also just, with breastfeeding and the hours that we might spend, with cluster feeding or with the pain of tongue and lip ties, and how we kind of, our body ends up kind of responding to that, or we just, don't end up grabbing all the pillows that we need to. So our body responds in ways of tightening up and with how we pick up our children and not always thinking about that. But so all the different ways of the aspects of the physical, the mental, and the spiritual, and all those things, I just really wanted to help other mothers, with feeling back to themselves, but obviously the old selves, because we can't go back to that. And we have to be understanding that this is, it's okay that this is our new selves. And it's a scary path, but it feels a lot better when we are around people that have been through it themselves, and that we know that there's, an endpoint that we can get to in healing, even though it's a very curvy road, and that I'm even still going through it myself, even though my kids are getting a little bit older. But that is still super important, even years down the line. So postpartum is not just that year or that 6 months right after having the baby. Like, it keeps going, and even if we plan to or not. So that's definitely, I think, a big reason why I think it's a huge piece to keep going with that self-care, because it doesn't just end 1 year after having a baby.